bronze, brass, steel, and in regards to timber there'll be, laminates, solid timber, basically right across the board. And I think that's part of George Street is to embrace the challenge of different materials and particular commissions and work that is, I suppose more challenging. So I started off with some blacksmithing, woodworking and other technical courses, and then that kind of just kept progressing, went to art school, ended off in Sydney at Sydney College of the Arts. I saw some ironwork in Rundle Street and my immediate response was that I could do that. I started working in my backyard with some wrought ironwork, and pretty well that overnight I had a business that was set up. We apply for commissions, or I suppose clients come to us for particular work, and if it's appropriate then we'll team up with another individual. That predominantly happens with Martin and I. Sometimes when the workload is too large we'll tend to almost subcontract out to individuals in the workshop. So it kind of maintains a simplicity in the sense of how we run our business, yet there is always that backup. If we were more product-based, it would be structured very differently because of the nature of each job, most jobs that is, being one-offs. Going back beyond the model, you design and present your piece, and the model is a large part of communicating your ideas. Because of the nature of the complexity of those jobs, all the artistic details and design elements, there's an enormous amount of work in it. When making, my own work, you do tend to get very, very focused, and it's a great benefit just to call people in and get people's first impression. In regards to the kind of work we do, it's very much, there's a niche market for it. So given Adelaide's population, there's not a huge expanse of makers that collaborate, that create a creative space. Also the other aspect of it, we have an annual party and there's quite a social connection with the space, which complements our friendships. The piece I'm working on at the moment is a sculptural piece with a landscape element, which is going to be constructed at Old Wilpena Homestead in the Flinders Ranges. It's a storytelling site. It'll be Arnamutna people telling the story, their story. Because the sculpture is based at an old homestead, it's very appropriately placed with the homestead, which has now been restored. Stage 2 is now to develop the sculpture. So we went into quite an extensive process consulting with the Arnamutna people. The commercial side can be anything, and that's basically just bread and butter work. And then, like I said, it ranges up to kind of high profile public sculptures. And now I've kind of established myself as a sculptor in that public realm. So I'm enjoying it at this stage very much.
And a lot of people are enjoying the work that they design and construct. Graham Bass is an Australian author and artist whose books are sold worldwide. Best known for his books Animalia and The 11th Hour, he is now celebrating 25 years in the publishing business with the release of his 12th book, a biography in an exhibition of his art.
All right, this is one of my favourite pages. This is the great green gorillas growing.
It was an artistic indulgence that became an international bestseller. An alphabet book called Animalia, which Graham Bass created 22 years ago.
So you too can learn how to say Victor B. Vulture, the vaudeville ventriloquist, versatile virtuoso of vociferous verbosity, vexatiously vocalising at the Valhalla Variety venue.
The book, featuring tongue-twisting alliteration, drawings crowded with objects, and a young Graham Bass hidden on each page, continues to delight children and has sold almost 3 million copies.
Verbosity, vexatiously vocalising.
I just did it for me, and I spent 3 years really just saying, I love this. I would be doing it for a hobby if it wasn't my job. And I think probably that honesty is what sort of works with every book